All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. All right, some of these politically correct. Saw people was upset last night after the Utah Jazz pummeled the New Orleans Pelicans. Shaquille O'Neal told Donovan Mitchell in a post-game interview that he didn't think he was good enough to reach a championship or take a team to a championship. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out our NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. And, pretty much, people just got, people took offense. Oh, he shouldn't have said that. The truth, or constructive criticism is now hate. You hating on him, man. This generation just was raised wrong. We can just take this generation out of existence. We'll be all right. And what he was doing was he was trying to motivate Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell said, all right, we'll see. He said, that's what I want to hear, Bigfoot. That's what I want to hear, Donovan. And he's right. He's just trying to motivate. Sometimes Shaq be hating. It seems like Shaq be hating, and maybe he do. But I think a lot of times it's just Shaq, what people used to say about Shaq and how people in NBA circles used to hold Shaq accountable and Shaq need to do this and Shaq need to do that to win the championship. And, to be honest, all Shaq doing is holding people accountable like the NBA stars and the NBA aficionados and people held him accountable. But you can't hold nobody accountable. You can't motivate nobody. You can't doubt nobody without being hate. And if your doubt end up being true, people ain't going to, say, oh, man, Shaq was right. People just want to gloss over it and call it hating. And Shaq just trying to motivate these young guys. And the NBA is garbage. I mean, the bubble really opened our eyes. But this NBA, I can't even watch it no more. It's not even competitive no more. Without the fans, and even with the fans, the NBA was heading to a place that I couldn't go no more. I grew up in the 90s watching ball, when it was competitive, it was fun. And, Michael Jordan was the king of the god. But then again, it was interesting to watch. Them dudes can play basketball, and people, Brian played in the tough. This ain't no tough era, dude. Michael and, they said Kevin Durant and this guy was in this era. They wouldn't. They can't even win a championship without teaming up now. LeBron can't win no championship without teaming up. What Jordan would have did to them old ass Boston Celtics hard? They wasn't no iconic team. They ain't even a top 8 Boston Celtic team of all time. You feel me? And all Shaq is trying to do is do that old school stuff, what they did back in the day. And, you got to commend Donovan Mitchell for taking constructive criticism and not blowing up. You've seen Kevin Durant. Charles Barkley said some stuff about Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant ignored him in the post-game interview after they won their first game. And, he took it all personal. And a lot of times people can't take constructive criticism. People can't take doubt. A lot of times people won't talk to you. They won't, they get mad because you said something. I think Charles Barkley said something about Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan, was basically like, I ain't fuck with Charles no more, and they ain't spoke since. You can't say nothing good. You can't say nothing bad. You can't say nothing. These guys getting their feelings, These guys really getting their feelings. They sensitive. And Shaq could be sensitive too. But, Donovan Mitchell, he played in Utah. When the last time Utah went to the finals? 98? 97, 98, both seasons? You talk about, I don't think he's good enough. Well, shit, prove me wrong. Shaq saying, prove me wrong. And that's okay. What you want him to say behind his back? Yeah, Chuck, not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Chuck, on the show, but I don't think Donovan Mitchell, but prove him wrong. You want to see if Donovan Mitchell could take constructive criticism, take the challenge. And if he win, I'm pretty sure Shaq could be the first person if he make it, Shaq could be the first one patting him on the back. You got to commend how Devon Mitchell handled that. Most of these other superstars would have took their headset off. Or next question, they would have gone to a shower match with Shaq and all. Nobody want to hear that. Let's prove this guy. And that's what he's trying to do to James Harden. Like, shit, it ain't a success unless James Harden win a championship. With James Harden, go out there and do all the little things. Why don't you go out there and start D'ing up like you play offense? Once you start going hard in the paint and being tough and being that James Harden that people think you can be. That's all Shaq doing, is trying to get the best out of these dudes. But you got to remember, these was the uncoachable kids or uncoachable generation, damn near. The generation before this. They was or after it, these are the uncoachable ones. So imagine if we get to the point where, we get to that generation coming up and they ain't going to be able to take no constructive criticism. You can't even coach them now. You can't even coach these guys no more. And that's a shame. You can't even, you need to do this better. Stop hating, no nigga. That's just how it is now. And Shaq is just trying to take a taste of the old school and bring it up here. But if somebody say, hey man, your left hand weak, you hate nigga, I'm good, No, you're talking about Shaq, probably one of the 10 greatest, 15 greatest, 20 greatest players to do it. Donovan Mitchell said, okay, that's what you want to hear. You want that, you want to fire up that competitive spirit. You want to get them juices going. You want to see the best of Donovan Mitchell. You want to get him something to drive for, because right now it's damn near impossible for Utah to do something, but they've been on a muck. And what he said, what a lot of people, what he said about Rudy Gobert getting a max contract, that's crazy. If Rudy Gobert developed offensively and worked on his offensive game, Utah probably would be the team in the West to be. Ain't nobody unbeatable. People with the Lakers. I don't see nothing unbeatable about the Lakers. It's just a matter of time till Anthony Davis breaks something or fall on his back. And then at some point, whatever LeBron doing, pumping that shit in his ass, doing that Pacquiao, at some point he got to come down. At some point, he got to come back down to earth. And that's okay. But if Donovan Mitchell can get one championship in Utah, that's worth more than all LeBron championships he done got. Because there wasn't no Kyrie, wasn't no Kevin Love, wasn't no Chris Bosh, wasn't no Dwayne Wade, wasn't no Anthony Davis. If they can get to championship in Utah, it's better than anything he done. People talking about Durant rings don't matter. It don't matter because he beat LeBron. That's all what it boiled down to, but that's what you want to see from Mitchell. Mitchell was raised right. Mitchell was coached right. Mitchell's parents should be proud. Because a lot of these dudes would be like, stop hating, no, nigga. Like from the Boondocks. Stop hating, Shaq. Get money, man. You ain't did this in your career. You couldn't shoot. You couldn't make 5 threes in your game. And people would just start hating. But people understand how dominant Shaq would be in this era. You couldn't play Draymond at the 5. You put Draymond on Shaq, man. You put Wiseman on Shaq. Shaq going out. Man, I'm throwing the ball to Shaq every time. Shaq going for a hun bun. Easy. Shaq going for 100. Ain't nobody in the league can stop Shaq. Put Anthony Davis on Shaq. Anthony Davis be in the hospital at the end of shit before the end of the first quarter. I told Kobe, give me the ball. Anthony Davis. People say, well, LeBron can guard all 5 positions. Shit, he couldn't guard Shaq. He couldn't guard Wilt. And this shit, he couldn't guard Kevin Garnett in his prime. It's easy to defend all 5 positions in this era because, shit, it's a positionless league. They'll limit the center. In the beginning of eliminate the center, it was Michael Jordan. When they could see you can win a championship with a guard being your best player, shit, they was like, shit, we don't need the center no more. And all these big guys want to shoot threes and don't know how important it is to get in the paint. If Anthony Davis stayed in the paint and operated from the box, Timberwolves would probably be one of the better teams in the West. But he don't know no better, But these players don't know no better, man. But, I appreciate how Donovan Mitchell handled that. He going to take that and he going to work harder. He going to grind harder. And if he don't win a championship in Utah, who cares? Who can? Gordon Hayward couldn't even get no traction. But I thought if they could keep Gordon Hayward with Devon Mitchell and if Rudy Gobert can develop offensively, that'd be a problem. And I was pretty much shocked to see Donovan Mitchell stay in Utah. I thought he was going to try to go to Miami, but you see Miami didn't took that far this year, but I think he better than Oladipo, I thought he would deserve to go to a team where he can get a championship, but I appreciate him and Damian Lillard being old school and paving the way themselves. You got to respect it. You got to respect it, man, because these new dudes, all they want to do is team up. When they seen LeBron, make a super team, everybody was like, shit, the best player in the world making a super team, I might as well do it too. Shaq wasn't no part of no super team. It's just that him and Kobe was that damn good. Rick Fox, Robert Horry, Glenn Rice at one point. They was that good. And they would have beat the shit out of Miami. And they would have beat that Golden State team. You couldn't go out there and try out no Bogut or try out no Draymond at the 5. They was going to be in the NBA cemetery. But nobody want to do it no more. Everybody want a super team. Everybody want to be, the shit. But hey, let me know what you guys thought about the interview. If you ain't seen it, you can find it on Twitter. I'm pretty sure Inside the NBA got that YouTube channel. You will see it. But, you know, Shaq, appreciate him for uplifting that old school mentality. And I appreciate Donovan Mitchell for taking it on the chin and not getting ignorant. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. All the links there. Facebook group there as well too. Appreciate the love support. One time for the one time. We gone.